So YouTube, Danny Bizzle here. Finally getting around to doing my Junk Doppel build. I've got one proxy at the moment and that's a tuning. I bored one last Saturday for when I took it to locals. I went 3-2, didn't make top. I think I got like 15th out of like 51 players or something like that, which ain't bad really. But yeah. So what I do first, I'll go through basically the deck profile, go through the monsters, spells and traps, and then talk about each individual card after. So we got 3 Junk Synchron, 2 Doppel Warrior, 2 Quick Draw Synchron, 2 Level Eater, 2 Quill Bolt Hedgehog, 1 Unknown Synchron, 1 Synchron Explorer, 2 Raikou, 2 Effect Fader, 1 Sangan, 1 Dandelion, 1 Spore, 2 Battle Fader, 1 Caius, 1 Dark Dragon, 1 Chaos Sorcerer. This would be BLS if I had a BLS, so if you're gonna test this build, change that for BLS, obviously it's a much better card, and 1 Gauze. Then we go to the spells. We have 3 MST, 1 Mind Control, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Dark Hole, and 2 Tuning. And for the traps we have just 2 Call of the Haunted. Let's go to the extra deck. Junk Warrior, Dark Diviner, Junk Destroyer, Junk Gardener, Hyper Librarian, Catastar, Junk Berserker, Drill Warrior, Formula Synchron, Scrap Dragon, not sure about this at the moment, I might put in another level 5, but we'll see. Shooting Stardust Dragon, Armory Arm, Black Rose Dragon, Road Warrior, Stardust Dragon, and then tokens. Right, so let's talk about the monsters first, shall we? So basically I run Gauze because I don't run much back row. When I do use Call of the Haunted, it's normally to get Sangan or Dandelion. If I like MST it and stuff, I just chain Sangan, search, chain Dandelion, get the token, stuff like that. So I'm never really left with back row on my field. Gauze is just good. Like I said before, Chaos Sorcerer, it would be a BLS, but I haven't actually got a BLS anymore. Just spot removal, can sync, so like special, normal, effect fader or something like that, or unknown synchron, special unknown synchron, special list, remove, go into 7, stuff like that. Dark Dragon, I run a couple of darks and enough to get its effect off. I think, like, and with the extra deck as well, it's a good card. Caius, just spot removal. I've got stuff like Battle Fader, Quick Draw, I can special, and then normal summon this. Spot removal, 2400 beat. It's been working well actually. I don't think I'm going to change anything about this deck other than the MSC and stuff, but I'll talk about that later. 2 Battle Fader, level 1s I can tune with like stuff like Spore. If he's in the grave with Dandy, go for a 5 without even normal summoning. Try bait out their back row and then go on from there. Stops the OTKs as well. Like Gears and stuff like that, they're just OTK, and well, they don't expect it to be mained and like in decks other than like Exodia or Stall deck. So yeah, it's good. Spore, it's nice to see this back. I wish Glut Bulb was back instead, but well, you know, and you're thinking like, oh, why run Spore if you only run 1 plant? Well, it's just an easy little 4. I can just dump it to the grave with Quick Draw if I need be, normal summon it, set it, and then go off from there. Pretty simple really. Dandelion, obvious, Quick Draw Dandy. It's still good. You go into your 6s or 7s straight away. It's just a good card in this deck, and like I say, with the Call of the Haunted and stuff, I could just summon it out and get the tokens and stuff like that. Sangan's just a searcher really. If I open crap, or I could just search out my Dandy if I've got a Quick Draw in hand. Just set it, let my opponent go into it, kill it, whatever. and then search out my stuff. I can search out most of the deck with just this card. 2 effect vaders is still vital. Now the Maxi is going to be reprinted, I'm probably going to put in Maxi as well. Maxi does kill this deck itself. It just slows me down. Like, it happened so many times where I've gone into explode and then opponent just Maxis on like my Junk Synchron or something like that, and I either give them a plus or I'll stop in my tracks, leaving myself with nothing really. So yeah, just it's a good card. It needs to be mained at 2. I think 3 is too much. 2 Raikou, spot removal, mill for my level 2s, my cool bolts, my quick draws, my not my quick draws, quill bolts, level eaters, and doppels, and some other stuff like spore dandy as well. Nice mill. Run 2. Synchron Explorer, I'm not too sure about this. I can go into 5s or 7s. Obviously, bring back my Junk Synchron on my yeah. So 5s, 4s, 7s. Just good. Other than if it gets failed, I'm stuck with a 0 attack monster in attack position. That's why I only run 1. It helps. Unleash Synchron helps with the formula. It's a Road Warrior target as well. It's just good. Special summon as well. Spot. So I've got Kaius in hand. I've got nothing else. Special summon this. Normal summon Kaius. Stuff like that. Nice little shenanigans going on. 2 quill bolts. Nice in the grave. Nice quick draw targets to discard. Yep, just good. Level eater. Same quick draw targets. Helps me get into Stardust, Shooting Star, formulas, stuff like that. It's just a good card, and this deck needs there. 2 quick draw. I don't run 3 because 3 is a bit too cloggy. And there's a new deck that I'm actually testing at the moment. It's called Quick Draw Nimbles, and I run 3 in there. Card's good. I want to get 2 more supers because I've only got 1 for the playset. But in this deck, it's just good. Easy, like 7s, 6s, stuff like that. Obviously, it has to be like a Synchron monster. 2 Doppel Warriors. I don't run 3 because 3 is a bit too cloggy. I run obviously 3 Junk Synchron, search it out with like tuning or reinforcement in the army. This into what do you call it? Junk Warrior. Gets the boost from the tokens and lovely stuff. You probably already know what the deck does anyway, but I'm just getting over. Like I say, easy level 5s. Normally I utilise like quick draw, send a Doppel, Junk Synchron to get that Doppel, go into like Librarian, and then the 2 tokens and quick draw Synchron. Then I go into like something else, get a +1 from Librarian. It's just nice stuff. I do tend to overextend a lot with this deck though. I need to think about my moves really before just trying to explode and then getting into a mirror force like an idiot. Yeah. So 2 tuning. Sorry about the proxy. Just needed in this deck. 3 is a bit too much for me. I prefer 2 and a reinforcement of the army. Get the mill as well. Sometimes yeah, you do mill bad, but that's just the game. It's a bit luck based. Dark Hole obviously, it's just good. It's staple. Pot of Avarice because I'm milling quite a lot. Puts back my monsters like my Junk Synchrons and stuff in the game. I wish this was at 2, but what can you do, eh? Reinforcement of the army gets me the Doppel Warriors or the Junk Synchrons. Mainly Junk Synchrons unless I've got a couple in my hand or I've gone through them. It's just nice deck thinning. Charge again, deck thinning. Gets the Raikous. Put stuff into the grave, hopefully for Junk Synchron targets, stuff like that. Wants a reborn. Staple, Heavy Storm staple. Mind Control I sink a lot in this deck. I don't use any Exceed monsters, so I normally like Junk Synchron into something. They Vader, okay, Mind Control, take a monster, sync with that. 3 MST, I'm not sure about 3 MST. What I might do, because I run Charge and 2 Raikous, I might take out an MST and put a Lider in instead. So it gives me more monsters. Kind of does the same thing as well. Can pop a back row. I just side these. So I just take this. So that'd be an extra Lila, or well, it'd be a Lila rather than the third MST, and for the meal as well. But for now, it's just free. But I think I will change. And yeah, Too Cool and Haunted, like I said earlier, it's just targets for like Dandy and Sangan, or if I'm going like for a big play, Stardust, Shooting Star, stuff like that. It's just good. Let's talk about the extra. So Stardust, just simple. Stardust formula equals Shooting Star. It's like one of the moves in this deck. Road Warrior helps me get out my Doppels, my Unknown Synchrons, my level, not my level eaters. It's just Warrior or Machine type, so it'll be Unknown Synchron, Quillbolt, Hedgehog, and Doppel Warriors. Black Rose, pop the field. Armory Arm is normally a go-to, so say I've got like Librarian on the field, I normally go into this, like Armory Arm, and then go into something else after, so just to get the pluses, gets through the extra deck. But it can win games. Attach it to Shooting Star, boom boom, you know, Shooting Star herself wins games normally when it's out. It's just a good card. I'm not sure about Scrap Dragon. I think I've got too many level 8 targets. I might put this as a level 5, so I might actually put in another Junk Warrior. If not, maybe like a Magical Android, something like that, just to go into a 5 rather than an 8. It didn't really help when I played at locals. Yeah, I'm not sure. Formula Synchron, obviously, just sync, draw, and then utilise it with Librarian, stuff like that. Stardust, Shooting Star, stuff like that. Draw Warrior, yeah, really good card. Gets rid of like the dead hands, so say like I've got like Quillbolts and level eaters in my hand. Use its effect, banish it, discard like the level eater or something like that. When it comes back, add a monster from your grave to your hand. Normally add like Junk Synchron or something like that. Junk Berserker, good card. Swinging, they drop Gauze, you just remove like junk monster from your grave, and just lower its attack so they can't get over it. If they've got like Raikos or Spires set or something like that, swinging destroys it by its effect. They don't get the flip or the special, so yeah, it's a good card. Qatar Star won me so many games actually. There's a lot of Earth and Light decks lately. It's just a nice level 5 go-to. It's just a good card, don't need to explain that. I sink so many times. The amount of pluses I can get off this is ridiculous. Even if it was at 2, I probably wouldn't run it, just simply because I've got no space at all. But good card is good. Junk Gardener is just an annoyance for my opponent. Summon it first turn. They have to use a lot of resources to get rid of it, because I can just simply switch their monsters into defense or attack. And like some of them forget as well, if it gets removed from the field by any means, I can switch. So say like they attack with like something, I'll switch it, they attack with something else, it dies, and I can switch something else as well, so they can't like OTK me and stuff like that. It's just a good card. Junk Destroyer helps me out so many times. Not many people run Starlight Road at the moment, or Huge Revolution is over, so it's a nice little pop 1 or 2 cards. It's just good. Dark Diviner, Junk Synchron and Level Eater makes this. Level 4, can't be destroyed by battle. When it attacks, so say it's attacking this Junk Warrior, when it attacks, Junk Warrior's attack will match this attack, so it go down to 2000 attack. Obviously it can't be destroyed by battle, so that dies. And when it destroys a monster by battle, it mills them for 3 cards. So yeah, it's a good tactic. Nice little mill. I really like the card, even if I just set it to stall. It's just good. And the MVP, obviously Junk Warrior. Like I say, I might go up to 2, take the Scrap Dragon out, because level 5 I can utilise it. It goes up to 31 I think. Yeah, 31. 100 attack, which is quite beastly, just from a normal summon. Yeah, it does leave like my two Doppel tokens in attack with only 400 attack and defense each, but sacrifices shall be made. Plus I can utilise the level 1 tokens as well. Yeah, so hopefully I explained it a little bit better. Well, my style of play, like I say, I'm going to take out an MST and put in a Lila instead, plus that'll make more targets for my charger light brigade, because sometimes things don't go well, like I'll end up milling like both my Rykos, so I've got a dead charge in my hand or something like that. Or late game, I don't really want to draw into charge if my Rykos are gone and stuff. So yeah, so hopefully that's well explained. Hopefully you like the deck, and thank you very much. Danny Bizzle, I am out.